Hey everyone, Norma here with Orange Lingerie, and thanks for joining me for today's video. Today I want to talk about how to put together a lingerie capsule wardrobe. So what do I mean by that? Well, a lingerie capsule wardrobe is a selection of lingerie that you know fits you well, it looks great, it's comfortable for all day wear, and it goes with your seasonal wardrobe. That's it. Now, why might you want to create one of these? Well, there are a lot of great reasons, but I think they all boil down to one point. It makes it easier to get dressed every day, and that's pretty nice. This means when you go to open your lingerie drawer in the morning, you're not confronted with all the beautiful lingerie and some pieces that may not be so practical for everyday wear. You just see the pieces that you know are going to go with your wardrobe and feel great all day long. There are other benefits too, because now there's less in the drawer. You can actually see what you have, and it's easier to find those pieces. It's easier to find the underwear that coordinates with the bra. Also, because you've gone through the capsule planning process, you know that you have lingerie that goes under everything in your wardrobe. So if you want to reach in your closet and wear that sheer blouse, you know that you have a skin tone piece of lingerie to go underneath it, or the pop of color if you wish. The other thing I really like about a capsule is seasonally rotating pieces in and out of the lingerie drawer. I actually prolong the life of some of my favorite pieces of lingerie. And it's really fun in the seasonal planning process to see those pieces come up again and then pull them out of the collection as they're seasonally appropriate. So really, that's it. That's why we create a capsule. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I go about creating a capsule. So let's get started. Before I start any project, I like to define the goals up front. So my goal for a seasonal lingerie capsule wardrobe is that I have at least 7 bras and 14 pairs of underwear. That works out well because I make 2 pairs of underwear for every bra that I make to go together. Now I chose the number 7 bras and 14 pairs of underwear because I want to be able to go 2 weeks without having to do any hand washing. Now it's probably not going to happen, but it's nice to have the option. And I also found that that number gives me enough variety in the drawer to last me an entire season. The other goals are to have lingerie that works under every piece of clothing. So that sheer blouse example, I need to make sure I can accommodate that. And I also want to have seasonally appropriate colors that go with the wardrobe itself. Okay, so now I know my goals, I can actually get started with the process. Let me show you. To show you my process for putting together my lingerie capsule wardrobe, I'm going to use my actual fall wardrobe, and I have it hanging up here on this rack. All the pieces at a glance. This helps me understand the colors and the textures, and it will help me select the pieces that are most appropriate for the season. The first thing I want to do is I want to define any special lingerie needs that I have for this batch of clothing. So I'm going to start by looking for anything that is sheer, anything I'd be able to see through. And there are a couple of suspects here. One is this t-shirt. And if I put my hand underneath here, you can kind of see through that a little bit. Same with, I've got a white blouse here, and this also is a little sheer. So I am going to need something that's appropriate under a sheer blouse. The next thing I want to look for is, do I have any clothing that fits really snugly? That would mean I would need a bra that is seamless, or a t-shirt bra, or something that would just blend underneath and would be invisible. Now, typically I look at things like t-shirts for that, but I know that none of this stuff is really super fitted, so I'm actually not going to need that. And don't forget to look at your bottoms as well to see if you need seamless. I just have jeans and cords here, so I'm good. I don't need anything that's sort of seamless and invisible. The next thing I want to look for are any plunging necklines where I would need a low cut bra. And I do have some V-necks in here, but none of them are super low, like a V-neck t-shirt, a V-neck in a dress, but none of these are so low that I'm going to need a plunge bra. That said, I still want to include one. It's just a good idea to have it. So I'm going to go ahead and include that as well. The next thing I want to look for is, do I need any strapless, or are there any sort of asymmetrical shoulder things here? And really in my everyday wardrobe, I don't have any of that. Now for special occasions, sure, and I have strapless bras on hand for that, but I'm not going to need that as part of my capsule. So in terms of my needs, I need something to go under something sheer, and I do want to have a plunge bra. So those are two things I'm going to have to accommodate in this capsule wardrobe. So let's get started looking at some lingerie and some materials. So to fill in the lingerie collection, the first place I'm gonna start is my lingerie collection that I already have. I have so many pieces that they're beautiful, they fit well, they're comfortable, they're perfect for every day. It's just a question of whether or not they work with this seasonal wardrobe. So I already went ahead and pulled out a few pieces, and I'm gonna evaluate and see if they are right for the season. So let's take a look at those. Let's start with this beige and copper Berkeley bra that I pulled out. Now I actually know from previous seasons that this is invisible underneath sheer blouses, and I will show you. So if I just take the blouse and I put the bra underneath it, my hand behind it, you can't really see anything. You might get a glimpse of some texture, which is totally fine with me, but you're not really gonna see the bra as a prominent feature of the outfit. And it's the same with the t-shirt. So this one, I definitely wanna include. Let me just evaluate the color, and yeah, I think it really works. I think this sort of camel color works well in this selection of clothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and include this. So that's one down, that's 1 out of 7. The next one I pulled, it's another Berkeley bra, and this one is kind of a white and copper. Now, I thought the copper might be nice for fall, but you know, when I hold it up to the collection of clothing here, I feel like it's just a little too bright. So I'm actually not going to include this one. So that's a no. That's fine. Another one I pulled that I thought might be nice is this Lansdowne bra. It's a black silk, and the lace has this sort of gold color. And I mean, I think it's great. I think this will look really nice, especially under these darker pieces. And this also fills the sort of plunge. Remember, I wanted a bra for V-necks, and this works. So now I'm at 2 out of 7. Hey, okay. So another one I pulled, it's a little matchy, I'm going to admit it. It's like a French blue and ivory, and I just realized I've got a lot of Berkeley bras here going on. But this one, when I look at it with the clothing, I mean, it looks especially great with the blues. So I like it. I mean, it might be a little matchy. As I recall though, this bra sort of disappears underneath white. So maybe it shows through a little bit there. Maybe let's see under the t-shirt, because that could be another option. Maybe it shows through a little bit. All right, well, it's good for the other things. And I already have a bra for the sheer tops. I think I'm gonna go ahead and include this anyway. So that means I now have 3 out of 7. The other one I pulled is it might be a little too wintry, but let's take a look. This is a Boylston bra made with foam, and it's got navy and black and a little bit of, I guess it's sort of a pink, but it doesn't really read as pink the way I have it made up. And when I kind of hold it up to the clothing, I think it works. I think it'd be really nice with these black pieces especially. I really like blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and include this as well. So I now have 4 out of 7 pieces that I need for my capsule wardrobe. So let's go to the next step to identify the final 3. So after going through my lingerie collection, I now have 4 of the 7 bras that I need. So I still need 3 more bras and 6 more pairs of underwear for the capsule. So the next place I look is I go into my supply of bra making materials. Now, I actually don't keep that much on hand. I tend to buy materials only when I need to make something specific, or I see something that's just so beautiful, I know I'm gonna want to use it at some point. So I already went into that collection and I pulled out 6 different combinations that might work well with this wardrobe. Let's take a look at them and see what we think. So to evaluate them, I usually start with laces. And so what I do is I put the lining over my arm, and then I will put the lace over my arm as well. And then my potential fabric choice. So this is kind of a beigey lace with some autumnal colors, and also going with beige. And I kind of like this. I think it really works well with the selection, and just to make it a little more fun, I might use some red strapping. I don't know. Still in the idea formation. Right now, my goal is just to pick the materials that I want to use. So I think this is a definite one. So I'm going to include this. So let me set that aside. Another candidate is this really pretty dot lace. So let me get the lining I would use over my arm, and then we put the lace in a single layer over my arm as well. And this, you can see, has got like some orange and pink and some black and blue. I kind of like this one for fall. And then I would probably make this with some black. And I think that's kind of fun. I'm liking that one. It's definitely going to consider that. Let me set that one aside. Another one that I liked, and let's see what this looks like, I don't know. It's this kind of ivory and copper lace, and I would make it with foam. This would be like a Boylston foam. I've always kind of thought of this lace as being used for that. And when I kind of hold it up to the close, I mean, I think it's pretty nice. It brings in those sort of ivory tones. This is sort of reflecting these tones. I mean, it's pretty nice. I'll definitely consider this one as well. So I've got 3 to consider. I only need to make 3 bras. I already have 3 choices that I'm liking. Let me show you when I start evaluating with the fabric. So I have this fabric, and it kind of was reading fall to me with some of these darker colors and like a mustard yellow and kind of this burnt orange color. In this case, I have a lace with a lining that is pretty opaque, so I don't need to drape it over my arm. But what I want to do is I want to see what it's like with the fabric. And then I want to compare that to the clothing. Now, this is sort of a seafoamy green, but I like the way it looks with like the grays and sort of these beigey ivories. Also be nice under even black, because this is dark green really starts to read more in the black. So I kind of like this. I think it's fun. So I'm going to consider this one as well. Now, this one I'm really unsure of. Let's see what this looks like. First of all, the lining is really electric blue. Okay, so we get that out of the way. Then the lace itself, it has browns and blues and purples, but it also has some of these sort of beigey colors in it as well. And I thought it might be fun. Now, the fabric that goes with it is really bright though. So I'm not really sure if this is reading fall to me, even though I really like it. So I don't know. I don't know about this one. This one I'm going to set aside. And another choice, which I'm actually, now that I get this up close to the clothes, I really like it. This is like a smoky blue-gray lining, and then the lace has some red in it. It likes to stick to itself, so let's try to unstick it here. Here's the lace, and then this is the fabric, also kind of a smoky, like blue-gray, and I kind of like it. It's kind of different. Might add a little fun. I mean, this kind of bit in the flower is sort of like a gunmetal. I don't know, I'm kind of liking this one. So I'm going to set this one aside as a possible as well. So today in building my fall lingerie capsule to go with my fall wardrobe, I found 4 bras in my existing collection and 8 pairs of underwear, and I just need 3 more bras and 6 pairs of underwear. I showed you 6 different combinations that may look great for fall. I just need to narrow it down a little bit before I can decide which styles I'm going to make and then set my sewing queue and put it all together. But I'd love your help on that. Why don't you let me know in the comments below which combinations you preferred and what you would make, which style bra and which underwear you would make with these materials. Let me know, and in a few weeks I'll be presenting the full fall capsule collection for you to see. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can catch that when it comes out. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.